Attention gamers, today we will be talking about my banging internet GF, the blonde beauty herself, to cover something that new League players probably don't know. And no, I'm not talking about how there's actually no kissy bang bang between her and Summoner's Rift's Ellen DeGeneres, because she's actually arranged to be married to J4 while secretly having some 50 Shades of Grey bondage fantasies for Silas, while it's just Ezreal who has the hopeless hots for her, with his secret admirer actually being Zoe.
Zoe, you're ruining my chances with Lux.
Ew, that's illegal. Zoe's like a toddler.
Joke's on you, that tranquilizing jump roper is 5,000 years old, so the age gap is actually creepy, but in the opposite way you'd think.
Gah, I am too young for you, Zoe. Cradle robber.
But no, I'm not talking about League lore here. You can go watch Arcane, where some coked up albino cries for 2 seasons and then blows up a rich bitch village, if you want to see that. I'm actually talking about her ult. You see, back in 2019, before my content consisted of me sticking my hand up the ass of a robot to finger puppet out TTS commentary, I made a video on how you could get close to a 10-second cooldown on Lux's ult, because it used to refund 50% of its cooldown if you got a kill with it. But the community was all like, bruh, that's a little BS, no need to give the busty blonde bonus abilities because you have a perv peen dictating your decisions. And Riot must have been like, we hear you, we will just make her ult cooldown short as all shit permanently even when you don't kill someone. So I decided to take this idea of devs thinking it's okay for the titty lasers to come out so often and stack ability haste items like they are pancakes, and I'm trying to get diabetes, and voila. I have achieved a 14-second Lux ult cooldown, which starts to make audio in the game feel like I'm watching a video on a different site. But hey, I'm not here to tell you what you should and shouldn't watch on your free time. I just want to make sure you are doing it safely by using something like NordVPN. Let's say you're at the shops and you want to buy something nice for you and your crush to share. But it's too pricey.
Eat shit and die, you f***ing poor bitch. I do not care about you.
You called the Lord.
Help!
Bam, you now have region pricing to get the best deal on that item. Wink wink.
Let's say you were hitting a river rendezvous with your crush, and then you tickling a large flapping wildebeest turned out to be a bad decision, and now you need to look up how to fend off dragons before it kills her. But you can't have someone stealing your data.
You can now browse the web without leaving a footprint or worrying about anyone tracing your searches.
But your banging internet GF is dying out and you need to look up how to revive her.
With Nord's new threat protection, I can remove ads and malware so you can browse freely.
Ha!
Use my link below. Get the NordVPN. Browse the world freely, cheaply, without worrying about anyone stealing things from you. And let's get back to the video. Alright, here's the runes I used for the tilted Tommy's about to first time this in rank, but anyways, I'm up against this grumpy grandpa whipping LSD claws at people, to which I'm like, I'll show you mine if you show me yours, and turns out his is bigger as he goes full blown phagocytosis on me, so I flash out, calmly miss a titty laser, and then shyly smell Diana's farts as she cleans up the mess that I would defensively classify as a bait because I'm a League player. Then he's gone missing, and it turns out his senile ass is wandering into the enemy forest again, so I look at my jungle and say, see, I told you we should have paid to put him in the loony bin cause he's clearly lost all his marbles. But she's just like, shut your pink titted trap, let's just worry about getting him safely back in his base for now. And once we got him back in his lane, I was able to have some alone time with him to tell him that trying to grab women with big claws is not okay, as it'll get him imprisoned and put in the hot seat, to which he goes full siphon shithead, and I wasn't about to get facialed, so I killed him before he could finish on me. Then I book a quick trip south because I'm not trying to get cancelled for ageism by singling out just the geriatric parrot breeder mid, and it looks like I arrived just in time to ironically put the cop in a cage and show her the light, to which my moan arouses the Jedi, who tries to crawl in my back door, but I'm not into butt stuff, so we inform him that if he likes that crap we can go the BDSM route with some chain CC, which knocks him dead. And of course then straight back to grieving Gramps, who is already getting mooned by Lunar Lisa, as I lend the sun for a bit of vitamin D before his death. But to be honest, there's nothing I like more in this Lux life than going bot when I'm not queued bot myself, because seeing an ADC learn that getting tripped up on one ball of light is enough to kill them never gets old. Turns out killing cops is deplorable and will almost certainly attract a mob who just wants to break something, but blondes don't break is today's motto, at least ones that stick in the back and repetitively drop all their cooldowns on the ground, which is precisely what me and my assigned butt buddies this game plan on doing, because if you drag this on long enough, their ADC will be back just in time to do what they do best, which is to enter a fight that has been going on for a good 47 years and find a way to die faster than a simp spews his man mayonnaise when his donation request of seeing some chick fart into a mic on Twitch comes true. Hey guys, mid laner camping bot again. This time I got word that non-consensual surfing was taking place, and I'm not sure why such criminal nonsense would be tolerated in the presence of law enforcement, but not my problem when my main concern was firing up the titty laser for the sole purpose of cauterizing that dead cop's useless corpse. Oh, it's worth noting that my lane mate did make an appearance down here, and even though his gameplay was deplorable, he was still a mid laner hanging bot, so the bride gets bopped and then Swelling Stanley gets another ravenous feeder stack. I have to head home because someone told me that Will Turner wants to swing his sword at my hooded midget employees, so I hit a mist ult then shine some light onto his meditation exercises cause I know it pisses him off, before leaving him only to think that a 7-ton Omega lol rocket with a smiley face on it won't kill his ass. We start approaching their second statue, making them think we want to rub our gooch sweat on it, but I'd rather dip behind the tree line and then hit a surprise you a dead bitch for the 7th straight time combo on the angry amputee. Then metrosexual Oren makes an appearance, but my ult is back and ready for more, so I cookie cutter the colorful cow and kill him off. Turns out the 2% of the time that I'm actually having a good game my maturity levels drop dangerously low, but I recover fast enough to think I saved this anorexic arcane character's life before getting in another tussle with this tilted Raven hoarder, which starts to turn bleak. But remember that Jar Jar Binks I shielded a few seconds ago? Turns out she's appreciative of my services. So grateful that we encored our killer performance a few minutes later. And a few minutes after that. Okay, maybe this Swain was just soft inting, but don't they all? Anyways, at this point I realized I bought the wrong boots, which essentially makes me a liar and a clickbaiter, so I swapped them out and considered hiring an artist to make my thumbnail include me making an orgasm face with the words "e-girl" in the title, but it didn't really matter because the game ended before I got rank 3 on my ult, so I had to play another anyways to show my final form of the Lux ult bonanza. Game 2 I was against an LL stylish simp, which would typically be nightmare fuel for a blonde babe like myself, except for the fact that I occasionally ask my Discord if anyone wants to game, and that's where my jungle came from, so you already know I had to purchase a tent because this rock with spiked skin warts was going to camp so hard we could be gay for each other and call this game a sequel to Brokeback Mountain, so he gives his life so that I could get that bag. Anyways, I am trying to avoid being backseated by shoving the wave in before backing, but directions are unclear because Deadpool gets back to catch me in the act all steamed up trying to shadow slap my ass like it was paid for. But here's the thing, I love tag, it's one of my favorite pastimes, plus I have camping Carl in the area and a large memorial with a laser pointer, so chalk that up to the most bronze thing you've seen today and go next. Next being that time when the stone mohawk style bowling ball hits Miss Pissy Pigtails, allowing me to serve her UV rays 6 ways, bringing me kills for days. This TTSB rapping hit them sways, Rav overstays, after he makes the plays. Baked potato. Anyways, I have a small simp army at my side wondering if this is how Pokimane always feels, you know, super empowered, ready to take on the world, until I let Stone Tits McGee get all up in my beeswax, but feeding Freddy over here still hasn't learned how to draw X's yet, and that's unacceptable at this point, so I murder him. Anyways, my Discord dude must be a doggy style enthusiast, because damn if he didn't love trying to come in from the back as he demonstrates to Zed how he can now both roll and parkour, and I whip the nips out to burn a bitch. Now to switch things up in case you need a break from the Zeticide, so far I did head top to join in for the record of most overextended team just in time to spectate Discord dude and Mr. Waternoose peace out, but then I'd like to leave and take a piss, but windshitters will do windshitter things, so we stay, and luckily there's light at the end of the tunnel, light that is coming out of my motherfucking baton baby, as the dumb decision gives me a double. And I'm not gonna lie, having a jungle that is like a dog hunting for a bone makes me look like quite the big-titted smurf over here, as all I had to do was wait for that ratchet-ass dirt dog to chase Sweeney Todd my way, and then I put him in a pretty prison and starbang him to oblivion. Then we get in a little ring around the rosy weird-ass cops and robbers game with the purple war crab, and I'm not trying to go near those kneecaps as they look like flight risk to be around, so I wait my turn to fire up the lady laser as Eve shows up, takes one look and is like, fuck this, I'm out. Side note, this beatdown is having me worried that I won't reach full build again, so I whip out my secret line knowing that the only League players like more than winning is pissing off and wasting the time of other league players. Muahaha, get baited into holding this game hostage, bitches, and now that I know that Mute Ho won't leave, I can blow her ass off the face of the planet all I want. Then I wait patiently for the boys to put their ass on the line so that my flame retardant firecracker outfit doesn't get dirty, and whoopsie daisy, it looks like I'm legendary now. Turns out Zed's ego is hurt having Rift Alexa publicly announce his failures, but having just realized while editing this clip that the Dogwater Seaman spawn brought Smite to a titty laser fight, it should be of no surprise that he disappoints his parents once again in this one. Anyway, since I have the KDA of a Smurf, I might as well have the map awareness of one, knowing that BDSM bug will be taking her chickens right here in Bam Sex and exterminated. Update on Zed's exhausting mission to kill me once this game. But if you thought my last prediction on Evelyn wasn't impressive, well, try to remain flaccid after this one. Okay, full disclosure, that was just an embarrassingly ugly miss on the Zed that went lucky, but it is worth noting that we did kill Zed and all his dead friends right after 2, and then Battle Bunny eared miss. I dropped bank on this game, tried to dance right after, so I murdered her too cause my tits are better. But I finally reached rank 3 of my ult and foolish enough build to be able to say that the titty lasers could come out roughly every 15 seconds. Shit, I think I said 14 in the intro and title. Sorry, not sorry. Sue me. Easy win. Side note, don't use this build, it sucks asshole compared to her normal one, but if you want to camp me in these games like Ramus, feel free to join my Discord. Rav out.